late at night, just me and my screen. Found a gem called Streaming Matters, it's my weekly routine. The Butcher and Aubin, they're the best in the game. Breaking down the tech news, gotta remember the names. Remember that episode had me laughing out loud. The Butcher dropped a joke, I felt so proud. Aubin's got the scoop on what's hot this week. What tips to stay smooth, it's the answer I seek. Streaming Matters every Friday, saving cash while we laugh and play. Cody and Jackson got my back, cutting the cord, I'm on the right track. Drink up every time they say flex. All my friends know we're streaming tech specs. Protect your neck from those dangers out there. Chilling on the couch without a single care. Tales of tech mishaps, we all know the pain. When your stream goes down, it's like dancing in the rain. But they got solutions, it's a sigh of relief. My streaming journey, they're the source of my belief. So grab your drinks, tune in for the show. The Butcher and Aubin, they're your streaming pros. Every single Friday we're riding that wave. Streaming Matters, it's the life that I crave. Streaming Matters every Friday, saving cash while we laugh and play. Cody and Flex, they got my back, cutting the cord, I'm on the right track. Streaming Matters every Friday, saving cash while we laugh and play. Cody and Plex, they've got my back, cutting the cord, I'm on the right track. Streaming Matters every Friday, saving cash while we laugh and play. Cody and Plex, they've got my back, cutting the cord, I'm on the right track. Drink up every time they say Plex. All my friends know we're streaming tech specs. Protect your neck from those dangers out there.
And we're live. Yeah. How are you gentlemen doing? How is everybody on the panel? How are you guys hanging this week?
Good. Warming up.
Yeah, warming up. You're actually seeing, you're not going to see any plus temperatures down there, Eddie, for a little bit. We've had a nice week, I think, with streaming. We've had a few hiccups this week with our streaming quality topics that we'll talk about here in a few minutes. If you've not watched this show before, we'll have our first hour. We kind of talk about tech stuff, cord cutting, streaming, things that you may want to watch that prices might be going up on certain things. We'll talk all about that. We jump around a lot. Sometimes we're talking about video games. It's more tech talk on that. On the second hour, and I didn't say TikTok because it was tech talk. Not allowed to talk about TikTok. I guess it's okay to talk about that.
Yeah, you talked about it again.
Talk about it now. Yeah, I forgot. He fixed it. So we got that. In the second hour, we're going to be doing a movie review. The movie review that was picked by random this week is The Substance with Demi Moore.
The Crew Part 2.
We'll take a look and see what everybody's opinion of that movie is. I think there will be plenty of discussion that will happen on that movie. So thanks for everybody in the side chat hanging out with us. I see, look at Set just jumped in the show and in the side chat. We got Shrink and Sharon, Leon, and Soheil was here. Who was our first person? Michael Forte. Michael Fort. I guess it'd be Forte because it does have the little thing over the E.
Yeah.
Michael was our first person here. He was here like an hour plus. No, he checked in at 10 a.m.
Yeah. You wish everyone a good day and all that.
Yeah. So let's anything you guys want to mention before we go into some of the topics, or?
Just want to make sure everyone voted, and
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wanted to make sure everyone votes.
The last time I looked, I was shocked at the results.
Yeah, I haven't looked in a minute.
No, I
either.
haven't. Oh, wow. I'm glad. Now, before it was, you know, a lot different. It was pretty close before.
Well, if I'm quiet during the streaming matters, that's me. Fortune, that's me going to make about 15 Telegram names so I can rig the fucking vote.
Rigging the
how
vote. You can't
How
rig
does
the
that
vote.
fucking play?
No.
Only Russia can rig the vote. All right. Well, hey, you guys, don't be a haters because of your lack of artistic.
We'll save that for the second half of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Jesus.
If you didn't vote, go vote.
so hey, we got so that'd be the second half. We're going to talk about we'll do our movie review of The Substance. So let's go ahead and we'll jump into our first topic. Hold on, let me grab that. What's going to be about YouTube. Let me present. All right. So there's been lots of discussions the last week or so, and this has come on. It's happened on and off where we've had some issues with the add-on inside the YouTube add-on inside of Kodi. Issues would be when you try to watch a trailer or some of that stuff where we've run into an issue. It may say you need to log in and then you're not able to log in, even using an API. So this is the problem comes and goes. So there'll be a problem, then someone will have a fix, and you don't hear about an issue for 3 or 4 or 5 months, and then all of a sudden it pops up. So this week again, the issue raised its head again with YouTube and clicking on trailers and trying to watch them and them not working. So I have found I'll mention the first one, the first repository for people to check out, and they may have heard of this repository, which is the Sly Guy repository. Now, this is a repository, has a lot of really good add-ons, especially if you have some legit subscriptions to, Netflix or Disney or Paramount. He has a lot of legit things where you're able to use those inside of Kodi with your real login. So that does have, so a lot of people have it for that, but people claimed that he had a fix for YouTube in his repository. Now, I installed his repository today, and I could not find the YouTube update that he had. It was not even in there. When I looked through his repository, could not find YouTube in there. So, not really sure about that. But I just posted it here in case, in case some people may want to try it. But that was the repository. You can see it's slyguy.uk. But what I did find that worked today was the Addante. Is that how I say that?
Aluende?
Aluende. I don't know why I struggle with that. So Aluende, I actually installed this repository, and they had a version, and I can't give you the number I want, 7.2 beta something. But this repository, I installed the YouTube add-on, updated it through this on this repository, and it worked. Now, I'll explain for some people that may not be aware or they have forgot. So when you install an add-on inside, since Kodi 19, this has been the coding inside Kodi. What it does is, so if I install an add-on from a repository, I can only get updates from that repository until I tell Kodi that, hey, install from another repository, and from now on, that repository will be the new repository to update that. And this is a safety measure to keep somebody from hijacking an add-on. And it's for safety features, and it's a smart thing. So if you go into Kodi and you will go into your add-ons and you go to YouTube, you can click on the button that says information. When you click on the information in Kodi, for YouTube, you'll see it says versions, and you'll click the versions, and it will give you a list of all the repositories that have a version of YouTube, and you'll see a lot of different numbers. And so I have found that Addon.
Aluende.
Yeah, I guess you're there. You go. I got to try to sing that song in my head. So this repository seemed to have the correct version to actually work. So I'm gonna toss that out there. So in case some people are looking around and they're finding that they can't play trailers, check that out. I did have one of the people there on in the Streaming Matters room hit me up. Waffles hit me up, and he has an option. And I don't know if any of you guys have seen this, to where you can choose what plays YouTube links. So when you click on the trailer, it would give you, do you want to use Kodi and he's using SmartTube inside of Kodi.
Wow.
I tried it and I'm like, I never get that option. So I don't know what skin he's using. Well, he said Silvo, but I've never seen that option. So I don't know his setup of why he's got that option, because he's not using an add-on. He's using an outside application, another Android application. Have any of you guys ever been able to launch an outside?
Not through Kodi, because Roger and I are firm believers in we hate frickin' trailers. Okay,
that's the only way you're gonna know
I see those
what's
people
out.
all the time. I mean, what the hell's the first thing Roger and I do when we come in and you're showing a movie? And before we get ready to watch something, you're showing trailers, and the two of us are there like birds in the tree. Turn the freaking trailers off. Turn the trailers off. And start the damn movie.
But that's how you find out what you might want to watch.
There are trailers for movies from 15 years ago I don't give a shit about. So anyways, what I've noticed, I'll tell you a prime example. What happened to me last night on using SmartTube. I was watching the Fire Aid concert out in LA. Okay. So about an hour into it, the stream buffer totally cut off. When to click back onto it, it would not stream until I would sign in to YouTube. So even whatever YouTube has done, even using SmartTube, which I'd never had to do before, I had to sign in before I could watch a video.
I just had to update that.
Right. Well, you'll probably notice you'll probably have to sign in when you go to watch.
I got away with it because I'm watching it. I'm watching us right now through SmartTube.
Well, I'm just telling you, that's what happened this night. Never seen it before. Now I know when I go to use Firefox and just watch my regular YouTube during the day. Right. There's certain VPN addresses YouTube does not like, because I always get the sign in, confirm your age shit. And once I change from Virginia to North Carolina, that goes away. Yeah. So whatever they're doing, they're doing something.
They're doing something. Yeah, because I had gotten that wanted me to log in, but it skipped right over it.
No, I could not. There was no way. Like I said, I'm watching the thing for an hour, and it just the stream just quit. Yeah. And it just said to protect whatever you need to sign in. So it gave you a 4-digit code. You had to access the website on your phone and enter the code and then link it up. So pain in the ass.
Yeah. Well, so if you're using the Kodi, you might look in there. And again, I only use it for like if I'm not sure about a show or a movie, I'm like, let me just look at the trailer for a minute. And yes, I can back out and just open up SmartTube and do it. But, it's just easier when I'm inside the add-on to say, oh, let's see, and I'll take a look at it. And I'm correct. I'll agree that, trailers can ruin a movie, because sometimes they show you the whole fucking movie. It's like, why even watch the movie? I just saw the whole movie in 2 minutes or 3 minutes. So
it'll be like, oh, I want to watch this. And you can stop it right there. And
a lot of times we have to stop it. We go, stop. Right.
Because it shows all the funny parts. nine times out of 10.
Yes. Comedies, you lose all the jokes. So, so if you're having those issues, you might want to check this repository for the version. And I want to say it was beta 5. I can't remember the first numbers, but I want to say beta 5 was the number on that, and it worked. So I've seen that it's been a lot of people asking about that. The other thing we were gonna bring up with what we talked about last week with Trakt, increasing or decreasing the amount of items that you can have in a list up to 100 for free accounts. One thing I want to clarify on that was that people had posted that there was an issue that if you had 60 episodes, that would fill up a whole list, or I should say 100 episodes of a certain one show. If you had 100 episodes, it would fill it up. Well, that was incorrect. Trakt actually posted that was a mistake and that they had created a bug fix so that a show, no matter how many episodes, is just one slot, not however many episodes, So that was a bug in the system. So that has been resolved. So you can have 100 shows in your particular list, and you're okay no matter how many episodes are in that. And Roger, we talked about the price of it because the price said $60 when we looked at it.
Does it still say that there on their site?
As far as I know,
That's
it does.
crazy. Wow.
But they charged me 30 on my auto renewal.
Yeah. Mine is always 30.
Yeah.
I mean, they just charged me 30 2 days ago.
So if you've had a VIP account, we may be grandfathered into that lower price that we have paid in the past. I know I have a VIP account, and
me too.
So that is grandfathered in, and so that is a little clarification on some of the Trakt. Now they've stuck by they're not going to give any more than 100, 2 lists of 100. So
they're only getting 2 lists.
You get 2 lists free.
Wow.
That's for free accounts, not
With
right,
100 things.
the free.
Yeah.
And each episode counts as one thing in that out of 100. So if you got Happy Days, that's it. You're done.
No. That's what I was saying.
No,
they
they're saying
fixed
that
that bug. They fixed that bug.
Oh, they did fix that?
They
Oh,
said
okay.
that was a mistake. It should be
Okay.
Happy Days
Yeah,
would
it
be
should
1.
be.
Okay.
Right.
all right.
Right. Because
So
there's
that-
too many shows that you can look at one of those telenovels to get
Right.
it.
Oh, yeah.
It's 153 episodes in one season.
Right.
Or
So
if you had The Simpsons.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
So it is one item, one show is a no matter how many episodes it is. So that bug was fixed, but it is $60 if you've never had it. So last week we talked about what are some options. This is another option was Mdblist. Now you can sign up for this. There's a free account that you can sign up for, and it gives a certain amount of, I think, 4 lists that you're allowed in a free account. And you can go through and get this, and POV has added it to its list. Now I believe it's also in Fen. I just thought of that. I think it's in Fen also. And probably Umbrella, if I would guess, because usually those two are together. But POV did add Mdblist as an option. And let me see if I can pull one of that. Oh, hold on. Here it is, right here. So this is the interface. If you go and you sign up, and then you can create some lists. And it does track what you watch, so you can have some of that. I had clicked on a couple times of like you can do this dice where it picks like gives suggestions for what you've watched in the past. So you hit the dice and gives you a random movie. And I want to say like this show popped up as something that I might want to watch. So some of these are things I never watched, but it thought I might like it. So that's an option for you. Last week we talked about Simkl. Simkl is an option for people. It does offer a VIP. The problem with this particular website, if you're using this in Kodi, or even, well, right now let's talk Kodi because I don't think any other APKs have been adding this yet. But one of the problems with it is, as it is right now, the API is kind of limited. So whereas Trakt's API, which let's say that's the rules, to kind of put it in simple terms, it's the rules that a particular site says you have permission to pull this information from us. Well, the problem with Simkl is that it doesn't have many rules. Its API is very limited. So you can pull like, stuff that's kind of recent, like trending, but you can't pull all these particular lists at this time. Now, Simkl did post, and they actually sent me an email and said that some of the stuff they were working on the beta version 2 will have more permissions, more options. And I know Umbrella is the only add-on at this particular time that's working to add some of the features that Simkl is going to have on version 2 once they go public. It's in beta. Once they go, you'll have more options if you're using Umbrella. Now, the other add-ons, I haven't heard anything about other add-ons using this particular website. And again, this is a way, if you don't want to have Trakt, this is another option. Now, they do have a VIP section of this, so you can sign up for that. It gives you more features. Right now, if you sign up for VIP on Simkl, you can use the version 2 beta, and you can test it and see all the functions, which it does have a lot of cool features. But the problem right now is it's kind of locked on the website side of it until the add-ons are able to integrate that, because the add-on has to be able to say, hey, I want to see these lists, or I want this type of information for this particular user, so that it's kind of giving you your custom details to you that for your watch list or in progress and all that kind of stuff. So we got to kind of wait on this. I do like this site. I do think it's pretty cool. I think it's got some possibilities and some upside, but we're going to have to see if it gets integrated into your other add-ons and the APKs, because that's the other place that so many people have moved to APKs, right? So if APKs aren't using it, again, you're going to lose market share, because Simkl, if they're hoping to grab some market share from Trakt, which that's what I would think you'd be trying to do. I mean, both in the market, same market, but it's going to take a little time to make sure that what's on this website is it being able to be used in your Kodi setup or your APK or something like that. So,
but doesn't it thinking using Kodi, I thought it was before, well, all you had to do was run the Kodi in Kodi, run the add-on for, was it even an add-on for Trakt?
There is.
Yeah, okay.
But
Yeah,
you're
that's
limited to how many lists you can have for free.
Right, I understand that. Mm-hmm. But doesn't Simkl and the other one, don't they need an app sitting there waiting in Kodi?
Well,
how else is it doing it?
Simkl does have an official Kodi.
Okay.
They do have an official Kodi add-on. But the problem is again, it's limited permissions.
Right.
So it can pull, trending, but it's not pulling all your lists. It's not pulling. Version 2 is going to have somewhat like that, like AI kind of thing, where it's going to say, hey, these are what you should watch. To your history, these is a whole list of shows or movies that you would like. But at this time, no add-on can pull that information yet. So we're going to have to see once the API changes for Simkl. So that's supposedly happening, because from what I read, it seems like that's what they're aiming towards, but it's kind of like they're still in the process of it. And then the add-ons have to add code to pull those those details from the Simkl website. I mean, for me, I love Trakt. Trakt worked for me great. But a lot of people are upset when it's $60. And I'll be honest, I think $60 is pretty fucking high. I mean, you know what I mean?
30
Guys?
is, if they
30
were
is
going to charge
for
me
a
60,
year.
I'm
Okay.
going to have a problem because
Yeah.
$60 a year is a lot of money.
60. And think about it. $60 a year.
U.S.
For 100%. Yeah.
US.
Yeah. So Eddie, that's $120. No. You're $60 a lot. I mean, I am the mindset of it's easier to get $1 off 1,000 people than to try to get $1,000 off one person.
One.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So it's like, so you're going to say $30. Well, sure, your grandfathered people in are going to say, yeah, that's okay, because I've been okay with it. But
I
a new
wonder,
person, what the fuck?
But I wonder if they're really going to go and say, $60 a year here forward. That's just ridiculous.
That's what's on their website.
Most people don't go backwards in price. They'll offer a sale
Right.
maybe, but they don't go backwards.
Well, they're not going to gain many people, and
I
I'm
can't see that.
a Trakt lover,
To me,
But-
Trakt is an awesome, valuable website. 100% valuable. We all need it. I don't care if you use Cody
Except for Dave.
or except
Yeah,
well,
that's a big-
but
Fuck
or
Trakt.
or an APK. A lot of times, if you're moving your history and all that stuff from one device to another, I love it for me because it doesn't matter what device I'm on in the house. Guess what? There's what continue watching right there. It knows what episode I'm on. I don't have to do it. If you use Plex, of course it does that, but well, it's an unlimited library when I'm using Cody than it is compared to a Plex account.
But does it let you, when you have a list named out there, does it let you grab another person's list? How
if you're VIP,
I can as okay, only as a VIP. That no one
only
else
VIP. You can basically you clone the list.
Yeah, you clone the list.
You can clone the list and then you can make edits to it. So let's say it's a list that's dead, but you take that list.
No one else can come in and grab my list to look at.
Well, yeah, of course they could grab. If they're a VIP, they could grab it.
No, I'm talking about a regular person. Can't now?
They
I don't think so.
They were able to.
They would have to start from scratch if they have a free account. They can't clone it.
No, because I thought that it gave like a web address for that list. Isn't that how it was before?
If it's a public list, yes.
Yeah, public list.
Yeah.
So if I have a public list, someone can just type that in and be able to pull it. I'm talking to who's not a VIP.
Yes, they could. Yes,
Okay.
they could pull it and look at it. They can look at it and they could put it in Cody or an APK and play your list. If you make it private, no.
Right.
They can't clone it though. They can't take it and say. Whereas if you said you're VIP, right?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
So you can pull somebody's list and say, okay, I'm gonna change the name of it. It doesn't change theirs.
Right.
Put it this way: if you tried cloning Auburn's list, you'd be over your 100 limit instantly. Okay, because he watches a ton of shit. Any word being there, shit.
Yeah, I see his Plex list. So that's enough. That's enough. I don't need to. So again, for folks that are upset about Trakt and they're wanting another option, check out this website. I think it's got promise, and we're gonna see where this goes. I don't cash check until it all happens. Speaking
so close to it, I think I'm afraid that they're gonna end up charging people. If
they do.
See that Trakt is doing. Oh, they do.
They'd have a VIP, but it's much lower price than what Trakt is asking.
What's their price? 30
or something like that. I don't even. Well, I can't look at it here because I'm logged in.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah, pull it up. Just it's Simkl.
Yeah, I got it.
What was the pricing when you click the VIP?
Hey, Chris in the YouTube chat asked a question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I put the link in the private chat, but I can't post links in
Okay.
YouTube. So
So
Yeah.
what's that? What's for Troy?
That's
Point?
basically about
Yeah.
Fenlight, and it gives you the walkthrough. I'd
It
posted
works.
that to you
Yep.
before.
I appreciate that, Chris. But if people can get it from any place else,
Right.
I have an issue with Troy Point with
Me too.
over spamming people and also misleading people about that you have to have a VPN. Not everyone
Yeah.
needs a VPN, but some
Yeah.
people do. It's legitimate reasons why people need to have a VPN. And as we move forward, it's going to be needed more. But it drives me crazy to go through them and the VPN bullshit and then the ads. Like, you can't scroll hardly. There's another ad.
But that setup guide will work if she
Yeah,
follows.
Yes.
Chris, if you're in the Streaming Matters Telegram group, hit either Roger or myself up. Send us a DM and we'll send you that link, and that will walk you through the steps of how to make sure your Fenlight and Fen's hooked up properly. Because it's a lot easier to follow that guide than for me to sit there and type it all
Right.
out.
Exactly.
Hold on. I'll throw it in here. But I had.
Yeah, I know. It's just.
But I will. I mean, I do appreciate Troy Point's work.
Yep.
I appreciate their guides, their picture by picture, beautiful work. But again, do you have to bombard the user with just so much? And you got to have a VPN before the list, even before the tutorial or the blog starts. Oh, you better have a VPN. I know put your URL or your IP on there, and it scares people into buying it when they may not need it.
Yeah.
And that just pisses me off.
Okay. For Simkl, I looked that up. It's they have a pro version.
Well, there's
$291 a month, but that's $34.99 a year.
Yeah, okay.
The VIP is also $34.99 a year.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry, that's paid twice a year. So you're talking $60-something bucks.
Oh, that's 60, really?
Yeah.
I thought they had done. Did they have a lifetime on that?
They have a lifetime for $149.
Okay.
But hey,
I admit. Well,
if this forces Trakt to go and offer us a lifetime, then I'd
buy a lifetime of Trakt for $150.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with both. Again, we can have websites, but that can't just people supposed to like, oh, can you add it to an add-on? It doesn't happen like that. There's work that has to be done to get the code into the add-on to where it works like you're supposed to. So it's going to take some time, but they're working on it. We'll see where that goes. I'll keep people informed as I use Simkl and what my thoughts. And people know, I'm gonna be straight with you about if I like it or don't like it, what I like and what I don't. This is another new site that we talked about since the Real Debrid. What are we gonna call that? Was it the death of Real Debrid or the apocalypse of Real Debrid? In
Something
what was
like
it,
that.
November? So TorBox came out as an option. And it's been having a hard time. I've bought the $23 for the year Black Friday special. Thought, you know what? I'll give it a try, see what happens. And it's been a rough ride. Getting up to speed, this website has been struggling. Not to say they're not trying, but they have been struggling. And they went through and did a server move. And it was going to take 8 hours, which I thought was
Too quick.
Unrealistic. Yeah. But guess what? It ended up taking a day and a half. And if you read through some of Reddit, oh my God, these people cry and moan. Do I get my money back? Are you?
They're the worst.
You know what I mean? But what they said is TorBox said, we will compensate people very well, or something of those words. I can't remember, but they said they'd be well compensated. So most likely, just like Real Debrid did. Remember whenever Real Debrid had an issue and they're like, oh, here's a free week.
Yeah.
So TorBox had some issue. Their backup, I can't say what their speed was because that was today. Earlier today, they got back up. So I will do more tests with this. It has gotten better for me. It had gotten better over the last 2 weeks. More reliable, not as good as RD though, but getting there. So let's hope that moving the server to maybe something that can handle the traffic that they're getting now, maybe that will fix the problem. So I don't know. I just thought that when they were moving the server, I was like, 8 hours. Oof. I mean, everything would have to be perfect. And moving from different companies is where I thought it was going to be a problem. Of course it was. So we'll see where this goes and if they, how much they compensate. I would guess they're probably going to compensate people a week or two or something like that.
Yeah, they moved all their servers now to France.
Nah.
next door to Real Brit.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
God.
Them and Mdblist all standing in a line, just standing there with their heads sticking out.
Giant bullseyes.
So yeah. So if again, I hope only the best for this. I hope that they turn out that's, and hopefully some of the other features for TorBox has where the torrent seeder would work a little better. Some people complain that your shit's getting taken off in a day. Like once a torrent downloads, like within a day, it's removed from your cloud. I've seen stuff. I've got stuff on mine that's over a month.
I got stuff a year old on mine.
What, on TorBox?
Oh no, I'm sorry. On
yeah.
Real the Brid.
Oh yeah. But so with TorBox, some people were claiming a day or two that it was being taken off. I think it depends on how popular it is, but I also think that taking it off a day was a mistake or something's up with that particular case, not everything. So, because like I said, I got stuff that's there, and I do like seeing how much it seeds back. Whereas Real the Brid, you couldn't see because I don't think Real the Brid seeded.
I don't think they seed back.
So, yeah, so check it out. Oh, as a special note for anybody that has premiumized, and I can't remember if C-Man was the one that mentioned this last week. Premiumized can be linked to private trackers in torrents. I linked it to a couple of my private trackers to test it, and Premiumized downloaded it and then seeded it back. And the only thing about seeding it back, it does it for like 3 days is what it'll seed back. So that may be a thing. So if some people that have some private trackers and you have premiumized, if you're smart and you're trying to buffer, trying to cushion up your ratio on a private tracker, if it's a movie that's going to be popular and just drops, grab it with Real the Brid, then let Real the Brid for those 3 days, upload it, and you can use it like a seed box and buffer or cushion your ratio on a private tracker. I used to, those kind of little tricks will get you in, because if you're using private trackers, you got to stay ahead of the 1.0 on a lot, or 1-to-1. See, do any of you guys use private trackers?
I don't. Since I started using Usenet, there's no point in me doing that anymore.
True. Yeah, I still have issues with Usenet in some files missing, like how it'll like miss 2 files or 3 files. So when you do the par, it can't.
I have access to 3 different servers, so I just go and grab those.
Yeah, that's
also, and I'll just grab any one of them, try different ones.
Yeah. Speaking of, we were talking about Android devices and stuff like that. Dispatch, you posted this, and I've got to try this. It's a new launcher, or updated. It's a new update for it. And I was looking through it. It has sounds like some really cool features. So what a launcher is, for some folks that may like, what are you talking about, a launcher? So when you turn on your Android device, be it as a Fire TV, a Shield, an Unbox, whatever, it's an Android box, okay? So that's what it is. It's an Android. It's the GUI, GUI. Your GUI is what you see, the interface. The interface is what you're going to look at. So what these are, it's a launcher. So what it will do is it will basically, this runs as soon as your device turns on, and you can change the look. So you wouldn't see the ads that YouTube puts out, or not YouTube, Fire TV or whoever. It'll be its own, however you want to customize this interface.
I myself don't even see that shit, so I've never used a launcher in my life. Now Dave swears by him. So Dave, have you tried this new launcher that I posted about?
No, I don't want, because I mean, basically my Cube and my Fire Stick, and I have a Cube Fire Stick and a Shield here in my living room. Those are basically I use as DVRs. It's for recording stuff. Now on my 4K Max Fire Stick that I got, it's the first version of that. What I did is I installed a launcher on it because I always hated, I still hate Amazon's homepage. So I installed a launcher there. Then the second thing I did is I went in and I blocked Amazon so it cannot send updates to my Fire Stick. So anything I want to do ADB wise, my home screen launcher is the same. I don't get updates. Guess what? I don't give a shit because I have a home screen up. I have what apps I want on there. So like when I'm traveling or something, and if I don't want to take one of my Shields with me, I'll just put that in my luggage and take it and plug it in. So yes, but no, when I saw this, what I want to do is, because I'm not a fan, I like the new on boxes, but I do not like the Google TV GUI. If I had a choice between Google TV or Android TV, I would stick with Android all day. This is something I want to play around with on one of my ons and put on there and see what it does, because I just, like I said, I'm not a fan of the Google TV.
I guess I could do that. I got a half a dozen Google TVs or on boxes sitting over there on the shelf. I could try it.
Yeah.
Well, when I was looking at this, and I'm trying to find when it pulled it up, when it said something about your library, this is curious to me. I don't know how it. So it sped up the library. So I don't know how, when you're setting up the GUI, the interface, when you're customizing that, I don't know what it's pulling from. But here, right here, it says one of the scenarios that we used was to test dispatch speed in going through the library tab. So that means the library has to be set up on the device, right? Like, you know how.
Yeah, it has to have access to the library to
right.
Yeah,
Jumping.
what I'm thinking is okay, like on my Android TV, I have Kodi set up. Okay, I have external hard drive hooked to it with a couple thousand movies and TV shows. So on Android TV, on the line that I have, it shows my movies on my external drive in the Kodi section of my Android TV. So I figured that's probably what it's doing, is the same as Android TV. Like I said, not messing around with it, but that's the way Android TV does. When you can enable those sections like the show Kodi or YouTube or whatever, it'll give you suggestions. Like I said, on mine, it shows my movies in Kodi.
But so that that makes sense that you have an external drive to it. So basically, your Android device sees this drive and has categorized it into your library. So it's like, I see that. So I don't have one hooked. I don't have an external library. So that's why I would never seen it. But I might try this. But when you look at this thing, this says when they run in this interface compared to just a regular one, Plex takes 5 minutes or so to update, to move from A to Z on 50,000 movies. So you got 50,000 movies scanned in to the library, and you go from A to Z. It sometimes will crash the Plex and says 5 minutes. It says in this dispatch, it goes and jumps from A to Z in 6 seconds. So basically, no problem with that.
I'm gonna have to play around with it next week.
It looks neat. I haven't messed with a launcher. I want to say I used that side launch. I think it was called side launch, something like that. That I had created my own little interface. But the problem is that you got to do it for each device, and I don't know. I got lazy. I'm like,
I use a device to get to my movies and TV shows. I don't look at the interface.
yeah, true. Yeah, me too. I mean, we got what I got. The three things that I care about at the beginning of my favorite spot.
Right.
So I'm either moving one box or no more than 3 boxes over, and that's pretty much what I'm watching.
It's the same reason that I don't understand skins for Cody. I don't get that whole phenomenon either. You know.
Well, I do like skins on it because I like a certain look to mine. I like the lists, certain lists.
I never used Cody for anything but to watch my TV and my movies. So.
So I'm wondering, over in the side chat, how many people over there use side launchers?
Jim says he used a projectivity launcher.
Okay. Yeah, I'm curious.
What's that one you use exclusively? Wolf Launcher, Dave? Is that what it's called?
No, the one I use, and I was trying to, because I'd sent it to Aubin a long time ago. I'm doing a search right now, and there it's.
I know I have the file for it, but trying to remember the name. Hold on, I gotta look.
Oh, what the hell! Jesus Christ! If I type in exe, I'll come up with a ton of shit.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh my God! Holy shit! I've sent you a lot of shit.
I'm
who's LD?
I'm looking here.
Oh, Funster B. It's cool to see him hanging over in the side chat.
Yeah, I hadn't seen Funster in a long time. Hey, Funster.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to come on, let me know.
Yeah, hit up Big A.
Yeah, I cannot find it in here for some reason.
No, that's the quick actions. That's that other one. Yeah.
I forget the name of it. Let me see. And I'm having to look through dig out all my old Fire Stick folder.
Launcher Manager? Hold on. No.
I thought it was Wolf Launcher.
No, it's there is Wolf Launcher, but that's not the one I was using.
No.
So this launcher's $10. So to be able to buy it now, it does have a $1 if you want to rent it for the month. So I guess it does have a 14-day trial, so you can try it for 14 days. And I don't know, I used to like to mess with that. To me, I guess it does bug me sometimes with the ads, but I've learned to ignore them most of the time.
I honestly don't even see them. I see my TV Mate icon. I see my Plex icon, and I see my MB icon. That's all I see.
I'm like that also, but I don't like things flying across and seeing, these other ads, and that drives me crazy.
Hey, Blindseye said that he did try this launcher.
Okay.
It is somewhat clunky for him.
Oh, okay.
Funster's not feeling good this evening. Yeah, okay. He needs to come on.
You're better, brother.
He needs to come on. I did see Ron's also talking about that quick actions thing, and I did a video on it a couple years back. That is definitely worth it to remap and all of your control, your Netflix button and remapping all the buttons is definitely worth. I think it's $1.50 or some shit like that for quick actions, and it's if you got a shield where you accidentally hit that damn button,
that freaking Netflix button. You want to hear something funny though? Yeah. They showed on I think it was on Reddit. I was looking, and a guy made up a new controller, and he changed the Netflix button to a Plex button, and it looks so good. So he has the code up there to print it on the 3D printer.
Nice.
I was like,
that's obvious. When I saw that, Aubin.
Yeah.
So Heel says Nova launcher. Now that's an older launcher that's been around forever. Nova
I can
launcher
photo
is
about.
it's been, and again, launchers just changed the interface. You know, you can, you know, I don't know. I'm a little bit like Roger in some ways. I don't see the ads, but I can see it is addictive. And for people that do those kind of things, trying to test out new things, you got to be careful because you start editing your interface, and it's a whole a rabbit hole you could go down. And next thing you know, you're doing nothing but changing the interface more than you're watching the shit that you're watching. Because that's happened to me. That's happened to me. But hey, let's go. We got to jump. We get down to another topic. We were going to talk about the malware. Where's? Oh shit! Hold on a second. I thought I had I accidentally closed that. What happened to my? We were going to talk about the GitHub having malware or having some.
You have the link for it, or do you need it?
You know, I had it and I accidentally closed it.
Let me.
I don't know. I got it right here. I just.
Okay.
I don't know what I did.
What's up, Andrew?
Hey, Ryan Drew, how are you tonight?
He's muted.
Oh, but he'll jump on a second.
Hello.
Hey, bud.
Oh, hey, Andrew.
So we'll get to this. Huh?
I was just saying I jumped in early.
Oh, yeah. That's all good. No, I'd like for you to be here. Come in as early as you want. Jump in at 5 o'clock. So GitHub, there is some things. This is to be aware. There is several repositories out there that are offering free games, free cracks for games, all kinds of stuff. And there is malware that is in a lot of these games. And this is nothing new, because we remember back in the day when we used to download things from, where sometimes they had viruses in them, so, I'm just going to give a warning. So you guys got to be careful. So if you're pulling stuff from GitHub, that doesn't necessarily mean that it is safe and, all good. People can put shit up, and things are being taken down daily from GitHub that are viruses or malware or any kind of stuff like that. So just be aware that that can be a problem.
I always use Internet Archive.
Yeah, well, that's pretty good site, but sometimes with that site though, anybody can post stuff, but that's your problem, is you just never know of a bad actor that starts.
I've been using it to get ROMs. It's been alright so far. But yeah, anywhere could be dodgy, couldn't it? Just you don't know who's uploading anything, so.
Yep.
That's why I do one good thing about private trackers. If you're using torrents, a lot of times there's only certain people that can upload. So you tends to be the scene release of things, or tends to be the legit copy of something when it gets on them. So whereas Pirate Bay, anybody can upload, and sometimes can be not good too.
Does anybody still use wares? Does anybody still do that? There's no chance I would do that anymore. But
no. But again, remember those days we had? You would install malware on your damn computer.
Yeah.
To download. I mean, so it's nothing new. It's just a new way of delivering it to people that's out there. So yeah, used to use those wares all the time. Hey, if you have AT&T, which I doubt, or DirecTV cable, which I doubt people watching this do, but if you do and you've been enjoying Max for free because you were a customer and they were doing that, offer you this streaming service if you keep your cable, they will be changing that, and they're going to start charging for that. So if you have DirecTV or AT&T, probably AT&T fiber, I would guess, and you have Max for free, they will start charging you for it. They're going to end the free version of it. So keep in mind that that's possibly going away. or well, I shouldn't say possibly. It is going away. So if you know anybody, any of your family members, check in on them. This week, we've talked about this. What the hell? Jesus. Hold on. Damn it. I hate Fox. All right, I told you that you can show me fucking ads, you piece of shit. What the hell? Please turn off. Oh my God.
That's fucking fake news.
Jesus. All right. All
There
right.
you go.
Good God. Jesus. All right. So DeepSeek, we've talked about NVIDIA on here a lot when we talked about AI and the race for AI through Meta or CPT.
Open GPT.
Yeah.
No,
right?
I'm
Chat
talking about the
GPT.
other ones. It's chat.
Oh, okay.
CPT.
ChatGPT.
But they're having a lot of things where companies are trying to do it. So this past week, DeepSeek came out, a Chinese company that's supposed to be super, very good AI system and was created for a fraction of what all the American companies are saying it's doing. This ended up causing a bunch of tech stocks to fall. So NVIDIA dropped like, $30 or something like that per share. But with all of this race for AI, we've talked about AI a lot on, over the years on this show. I mean, what do you guys think now? Not surprised that the Chinese all of a sudden now are in the AI race. And one of the things they talked about is it's not long before some of these AI models are going to be breaking into some crypto or breaking into financial institutions. I mean, so what do you guys think about, Chinese?
Okay.
Okay. Well, every intro you hear every week is something I made through a music AI.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then, like over the holidays when I was posting those stupid pictures, or even at the end of the intro where you see the waving pirate flag with the Streaming Matters, that was created through an image maker AI app that I use, which these apps are all free. So, but I mean, I'm not doing anything like what they're doing. I mean, as far as what I'm using, I'm enjoying the hell out of AI, these little AI programs.
Well, and they're.
Oh,
I mean, go ahead, Al.
No, I was saying so. We're enjoying what you're making for us.
Oh, 100%. But we're at the infancy of this.
AI.
I mean, what you're using it for, I think, is just the testing grounds. It's kind of putting it out there for people to use it for free, and they're testing. So there's going to be bugs, and they're going to fix those things as they move forward. To not do it for this, but to use it to. I mean, think about the when your Alexa goes off, or all this voice activated stuff that's got to be able to listen and use AI to know what you said, as well as running programs. I mean, that's why when you're talking about, I was reading an article talking about the financials, give it 10 years of the AI race that's going on right now. And it's companies are growing at a very fast rate. And this system seems to be like in 2 years, because it started in 2023, in 2 years is like catching up with all of these, with Google and with Meta. They're catching up with all these companies that have been doing it for years and spending billions of dollars.
And they don't have access to the hardware. They're using normal hardware without NVIDIA's tensor cores, which is where all the AI shit goes on. It's in the tensor cores of the GPUs, and they haven't had access to that shit. This is running on just normal computer hardware.
It's so. And who's to say? We were worried there was the issue with TikTok. Well, they're stealing our data, or they might be doing. Who's to say when if you got another country trying and creating this AI that may be able to break into people's accounts at any point. I mean, it's very plausible to happen within the next few years that AI is able to get into people's account. I mean, we already have it to where regular people do it. Well, what if an AI was doing it at so much faster than a human or even a regular computer? Yeah, I don't know. I think that they're going to be.
It's the beginning of Skynet.
It's kind of scary, and not maybe missiles dropping from the sky or robots walking, but bad actors can use this. If a country had the opportunity to go and steal, half of crypto in some wallet, if it was able to take, you know what I mean? Because crypto is, what is it? It's not tangible. It's not a dollar. It's just, you just know it's there and you could take it out if you want. Who's to say that, that's not done in a, millisecond?
Yeah, I saw an article this week on a robot. It's going to be in the next marathon. I don't remember which marathon, which is generated by AI. And I think when this one comes out, if it wins the marathon, it's going to change a hell of a lot of things. Because personally, I think this DeepSeek came out after the Americans said, well, we're going to invest $500 billion in AI. So it give them a slap in the face to the Americans. The Chinese said, wait, we got this one. It cost us what, $6 million?
Yeah. So I mean, how much of that you can believe? I mean, who knows? But
we'll see if any of the stuff is the same. But I doubt it. I because the reason why I doubt it is because we've never heard anything about this DeepSeek. We haven't heard anything about it.
No, nobody really had.
Right. You know what I mean? We would have been the first people to hear, right?
But it also, all of a sudden, well, you would think, but the thing is that it could be shaded into the China runs shit a little bit differently than the free market. You know what I mean?
Look,
I know
the government runs.
We would have heard something.
Put it this way: all they have to do is say, "Hey, we've created this really super AI that works great, cheap. Download it on your app." And what are they basically doing? They're basically farming for information off your cell phones. Yeah. Because now it's like the most popular downloaded app.
Yeah.
So it could just be a phishing exercise. It may work. I like I said, I use what AI programs do what I do. I mess around with what other people are, you hear them say they can use AI to potentially cure cancer or come up with new drugs and, all that stuff. I ain't into that, so there you go.
It's not hard. It's a little bit hard to believe at times, but I do think that people need to be careful what they put on their phones as apps, because when you install it, it asks for permissions. Most people don't think twice. Yes, done. And if you're given unknown app permission to your files, photographs, stuff like that, it can look and do whatever it's doing. And that's why I'm always scared of brand new apps. I'm like, I'll wait a while on that. Because
years ago, when this back to my early phases in Kodi, when people were buying boxes from China, Yeah. So I'm on AliExpress. I go to box, go to buy a box, go to check out. They wouldn't sell it to me. Okay. They said they needed a copy of my driver's license.
Oh no!
For what? What were you trying to buy, David?
I was
for an
trying
Android
to buy
box?
a $30 Android TV box. They needed a copy of my driver's license, and the response was, "Oh, don't worry, it'll be safe with us."
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna give my." So sure as shit, I said, No thanks. I can find the same box off of Banggood, and they don't require it.
Who was it that asked for that though?
That was the sell. It was AliExpress.
Right.
Asked me for
Wow.
a copy of my driver's license.
Yeah, sure.
Was that to create your account with AliExpress?
No,
or was it the person that was selling the box?
I already had an account with AliExpress.
Okay.
I had an account, and I had bought things there previously. Okay, when I was, like I said, starting out with this before the Fire Stick really came out. You know, people were getting the Android boxes, so I was buying them for friends. So I went on there one day to buy a box for a friend, and like I said, out of the blue, they would not sell it to me. AliExpress would not let the transaction go through until I provided a copy of my driver's license.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Happened one time only.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's a good point. Be careful of the information you're willing to give out because it's a website. That's it. Yeah, just be careful where you give your information and what you install on your phone because there's so much information there. Hey, we need to get over to Aubit's picks of the week because he's got us some picks of the week. All right, this is the first one is the oldversion.com. Is Alvin there?
That's at least two of us on this panel.
Okay, I was I forgot what I was looking for, and this site popped up in my stuff, and I was like, oh, I remember some of these old apps. So it's a great spot to go and grab some of the old stuff that you used to use. It has this different versions, the older versions, and a bunch of other versions of it. So it worked for for Windows and Mac and
remember MSN Messenger.
Yeah, that's why I saw Yahoo Messenger.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
There
I
was
used that all the time in school. MSN Messenger. I used MSN Messenger in school all the time. Nudging people until they respond.
I want to say we had the MIRC.
Are you thinking about ICQ? Is that the one you're looking for?
But this was the client. Remember, this was your client.
IRC. Yep.
Because I remember using it, and I had
Internet
a trillion.
Relay Chat.
I used to use this one too because this one you could add your Yahoo, your Messenger. You could add like all of your chat accounts into this one, so it'd be one different, kind of like a TV Mate. It was kind of like a TV Mate. So I didn't matter what chat I was on, I could be on IRC or whoever, and I would see. They could message all in one app. What was that one with the smiley face?
With the smiley face?
ICQ.
Yeah.
ICQ?
Or as a flower.
Yeah, it was a flower that had
I
went around
love
in circles.
ICQ.
Yeah.
So, walk down memory lane.
Yep.
But this is a website. The link is down below for anybody that's looking. The link's down below, but it's oldversion.com. You can look right down there and got all the different versions.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got to share a different way for the other one.
Okay.
Give me a second.
On a different browser?
Yeah. Well, wait. How about I do this? I'm going to try it a different way. Because I want another tab. Can't remember if I can get a tab. So. Let's see. Wow. So did it change or does it stay over on?
Yeah, it changed.
Okay. So this is the other site you had was called What Not.
Yeah. This one I've been seeing popping up, in a lot, but even on TikTok, that people have been talking about this one too.
A lot of creators.
I jumped in on this one, and I was, they would. It's like having an eBay that they're right there in front of you talking about it, and they're auctioning it off right there.
Yeah, it's live bids going on right now as this girl's showing you, and some items are real cheap. I mean, but it looks like a lot of bullshit, like a junk.
Yeah,
you know, these off brands. It's like
I saw these guys. It was like they were having they just took everything from a truck and they had it all out there, and they're just going by with all these jackets and showing them, telling you the size they are, and the bid starts at $5.
All right, there you go. The bid start.
Yeah.
It's the best place to fence your stolen goods.
Yeah.
Look right here. You can see the timer. Once it hits zero, the bid stops.
Yours. Yeah, and it'll be yours. So.
Boom.
Yep.
I think it was $85 or something like that is what they got that for. But she's. I turned this on. What was it, an hour ago? She was doing this. It was one item after another after another after another.
That's what they do.
We need to send that girl a message and ask her where she got that T-shirt so we can get it for somebody on the panel.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
But that company does affiliate links for YouTubers, Todd. You should contact them.
Yeah.
I'd have to sit here and just sell shit though.
Yeah, you get people to sign up for your link and then sell them Blues Woodcrafts.
There you go. Huh. Well, it is a neat site. So that link is down below, folks. You guys can check that out. Let me see. Let me stop sharing here. Share back over here.
All right, let's spin the wheel. We got to
spin the wheel.
Go moving. And the words of Samuel Jackson. TikTok, motherfucker.
All right. This is
the second half of the show, you're gonna be a man of few words. I'm sure.
Oh, you
right,
spent it already? I didn't even tell everyone what they are.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go. I swear to God, this wheel's freaking rigged.
Somebody's got a thumb on the wheel.
Who put that one on the wheel? Whose movie is that?
Who do you think? The same one that put the Crow 2 on there.
Yeah.
The certified yapper.
I'm sorry, Alvin.
Brian, I wish mine came on.
Right,
mine was slow.
Yeah, so you had Flow.
Whoa, I don't know what that is.
It's a kids animated TV.
Oh, okay.
No, there's no dialogue in it whatsoever.
All right, so we had to watch Venom.
Okay.
It wasn't that bad.
Oh, you already watched it?
Oh, I've seen it.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you guys really suck. Okay. Because let me tell you something. You know, there was a time maybe 2 seasons ago. You remember we'd have 8 movies that were up, and here I am. I would watch every movie. You know, and to say, okay, yeah, we're gonna have these on the wheel, and now we're supposed to be waiting to watch the movie together, and I don't get anyone. You know,
no, you can't wait. You watch movies all the time. You can't.
Yeah, and I'm not watching anything. I haven't watched anything that's on the wheel.
No, I haven't seen this.
I take it when it comes off of the wheel, then I'll watch it. So that Juror number 2, this week I'm definitely going to watch it because I want to see the movie.
Yeah. Well, this is the first week I put this on.
But you got 2 movies already. Yeah.
I can't help it.
He had the most movies in the season last season.
Right. I only had 2 movies last season.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the fucking wheel's working for Massa.
Yep. Yeah, I know.
Beach, this is the wheel link you sent me. I didn't even.
I
sent it to you.
I mean, I'm sitting here in the middle of typing a response back to Randy on the side chat. He's talking about the wheel being rigged, and I'm typing to him. Said, "Yeah, I know, Randy. I'm the one who puts the wheel together every week. You think it would be my movie that's getting picked, not his? Because his shit.
I live a good life. Good person, live a good life, helping people in the world. I'm a positive impact on this world, and I think it just comes back a little bit. I get a little bit, so I win a couple of these, so
Lou, I hope you lift your legs up because the bullshit's running deep up there.
Okay, hey, we'll get over the other shit here. Let's get going. Hold on.
All right, we gotta get through it. You heard that?
All right, here we are.
Oh God.
Okay, I'm going first. How the hell this has a 7.3 rating? They're freaking. They must on a traumatic brain injury unit.
Look at this.
On a group outing and write a freaking review on this.
It's a good movie for 2 acts.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no reason this movie should be over 2 hours long.
Right.
True.
Right.
I mean, holy shit. Okay. It has an interesting storyline. Okay. But it goes way off the rails from being interesting to just fucking stupid. Then at the end, 10 minutes of twirling and blood splatter all over the fucking place.
Oh my God.
I mean,
oh my
Jesus
God, you're
Christ. Right. The only people who enjoyed that were fucking vampires sitting there maybe watching it who got a hard on. But I mean, holy shit. Yeah.
I was trying to see if I could find that one where it was just squirting. Like it was just everywhere. Too much. It's like, what is the point?
It's just, oh my God. There were so many times I wanted to just not watch this and force myself to finish the watching this just because I'm like, oh my God, how much longer is left? How much longer?
Yeah, look at that little girl's gonna need. She's gonna need probably these professional help.
And
it squirted on her for like. You're right. It's like 10 minutes. That.
Yeah. It's. I mean, oh my God! I honestly do not know which is worse, this or The Crow.
Oh, come on.
Crow.
No.
Wow.
Crow was way worse.
Yeah, way worse.
I don't. I mean, okay. Be a male chauvinist pig. It was nice seeing Demi's nipples in 3D because they did look extra perky.
Yeah.
Hats off for her fucking to go naked like that.
Oh,
I don't know how much of that was CGI. It didn't look it. I mean, it looked
the breasts real. on the other girl. Those weren't real. That was fake.
Yeah.
But that was Demi. Demi.
They had a good idea. The idea was good for the movie, but it just went off the freaking rails.
Yeah.
It just,
I like this movie for the first 2 acts were really good science fiction. I thought. And the cinematography was great. The story was good. The sets were good. The CGI was good. And then you get to that 3rd act that makes no fucking sense with the rest of the movie.
When when the second clone comes out.
Yes.
And then it just,
And it's funny. Margaret Qualley, the hot one in this, mom is Annie McDowell, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right. She started Multiplicity with Michael Keaton, who had trouble with a clone of a clone. Remember, they copied the clone, and he came out kind of special.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's the second time a clone of a clone in that family played havoc in a movie.
Okay. But and another thing I had, I would think, once again, being a male chauvinist pig, all right, the clone wasn't as good as looking as freaking Demi.
No.
I'm sorry. They needed a better looking clone.
But to me, I think she wasn't perfect, but to me, I think that they did that was because even though she wasn't perfect, people couldn't help but think that she was the most beautiful thing in the world because she had a special aura about her. So if they would have had a absolute perfect looking woman, then you'd be thinking it's the looks, but it's also, but this showed that it was partly her aura, her little eyes that had the yellow inside that, that was, I don't know, my thought.
It was 4 pounds of that he ate there.
Wow.
Huh?
That's a lot of
4
shrimp.
pounds of shrimp for Dennis Quaid.
Oh.
That's giving him was.
I've done that at a seafood buffet before.
I've never ate 4 pounds of anything in my life.
I started watching this, and at the first hour, I had to turn it off. I said, no, I can't go in on it. So I turned it off, and next I did the rest of it the next day. But I found this thing freaky, man. What really turned me off was, when you see the eye bulb, and you see 2 eyes and 3 eyes in it, and 1 eyeball. I said, holy shit, it was gory blood. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gory blood. Ugh. But I wouldn't recommend this to anybody. Oh, no.
This is
and it's gonna win some Oscars probably.
Oh yeah,
Did
it's gonna.
Did you see it? Did you look up here? Look at that. Let me go back a page.
More proof
it
the
was up
Oscars
for-
don't mean shit.
It's up for it's
It's
won
up for 5
77
different
wins, nominated for 5 Oscars.
Yeah.
He's gonna win something
Okay,
for makeup.
I
or
could
something.
go to the Cannes Film Festival, take a black and white video of Jade taking a shit, put it in slow motion, and tilt the camera on a Dutch tilt, and slow it down and make it 2 hours long, and I'd win a fucking Palme d'Or whatever
You might.
award.
Well, you're going to give an Oscar to Dennis Quaid?
No.
No, he only had 1 line with Demi, the whole
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
1 line they had together.
It's funny they named his character Harvey, isn't it? He's the
Yeah.
Harvey guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot.
She is cute.
But
She's cute.
yeah,
I mean, that's what I mean. She's cute.
First ever Oscar nomination for this. My God.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're really clutching at straws for nominations, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
But you know what? They'll probably give it
What
to
else
her
was there?
because she's an aging woman dealing with with an aging aspect movie. It hits all the political fucking buttons. She's probably gonna end up with an Oscar over it.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
was the
but-
kind of stuff that was like, where they're just trying to be
Gross.
weird but
Yeah.
sexual
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
and it's like, do we need it all the time? And this whole thing of this dream that she was having where she pulls
Well,
the
okay.
We should
hair
pull it.
thing out.
we-
I have
we
an
should
idea.
We
What
should
we
pull
need
out
to
a.
do is for the fucking Oscars, we need to watch it all together in big screen so we can bitch about it.
Yeah, we should. We should.
good
That would
idea.
be pretty funny.
That's a good idea.
If this would have been an hour and a half movie, I would recommend it to people because the first hour and a half was really good.
Yeah.
Ugh.
This one here. The 7th horror film to get Oscar awards.
Is this a
nominated.
horror movie? Nothing in
It
this
is.
is scary.
I know, but
No.
they if you look there in you scroll back up, Todd, in IMDb, it should
Oh,
show that.
I know it's.
go-
I'm sure
Go
it's.
back. Just
I'm sure
click
it's
on the
people
photo of
horror.
it. Yeah, if you scroll, you see right there. What does it say? Something horror.
Yeah.
Body horror. Body horror. You have to go by what's first.
Hold on. I clicked it,
Yeah, you see, it's body horror.
and then it has
and,
horror.
And
Yeah.
no, and then
It says
something
it.
else. What came next? to that?
Psychological horror.
Psychological.
But I
There was like
I
a
really
body
don't-
shaming feel
Yeah.
that they have now.
Well,
Yeah.
look, they put the bear in the comedy category.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair
Was
enough.
this a big budget movie?
Oh, I bet it was.
Yeah,
Gotta
it
be
made,
with the
It could have been cheap. It couldn't have been cheap.
with the people they have in it.
And the special effects.
And again, when you watch this, it's supposed to be really weird how they like splice
15 mil?
shit in there. You know, when you're watching one and it has those flashing scenes where it's some weird stuff at a time. You see a snake or bugs or you'll see like a sexual, really push towards that sexual element of it without it being porn, because a lot of it felt a little pornish.
Corny. Yeah.
It was, you know, but then it was like cheesy in a way because of she's just doing her exercise and the camera's just rotating around. I was like, okay, but I don't know. I like it for the weirdness. And I tell people when I tell people about this movie, I say the movie's great up until the second thing comes out. I said the last 15 minutes you may just want to turn it off. Last 15, 20 minutes you might want to just turn it off. Because
you think this movie is great until the last 15 minutes?
Yeah.
I think it's good.
If you told me to watch this movie, I would never ask you for another recommendation.
Come on now. Come on.
I think the first and second act are good. It's just the third act that's fucked in this movie.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
I think
like the
All right, Andrew, back me up. Back me up, and
Listen,
tell them what a piece of shit it is.
I do agree with Beach. Like you said at the beginning, it's a good idea for a movie. And actually, originally when we first started watching it, I was thinking to myself, oh, it's kind of like what our ex-husband Bruce Willis did with that Surrogates movie. That's what I thought it was going to be like. But and then obviously it got to the bit where she made the double, and then it just was like, right, where's this going? It just seems to be okay. Now the double's got the show instead of her, and then the inevitable happens. She wants to stay. She breaks the rules instantly.
Well, she didn't know the ramification. Didn't really understand the ramification. It didn't affect her either.
And then the further it did. Then the further it went, I was just like, right, well, where's it going? And then it just got so stupid, like unbelievably stupid. I was like, right, I've checked out. And then the bloody carry scene at the end. That's just like, you know what pissed me off about that was she, first of all, sees herself in the mirror, the clone of the clone sees itself in the mirror, and it's like, oh God, I'll rather than just kill myself, I know what I'll do. I'll dress up in this stupid dress. I'll rip the picture of Demi Moore's face off and put it on my face. And then the guy the bouncer guy is like, oh, thank God you're here. I was like, hold on a second, can you not see? It's a fucking troll thing with a piece of paper over its face. How can you not tell?
A troll thing. Yeah, that was that's the part was kind of stupid. I mean,
yeah,
she should have just died.
That was the part like, oh God, how do we end this movie? I don't know. Let's just do some stupid shit.
They should have just killed off one of the two halves and ended it like that.
Yeah, 100%. But we're gonna go until her blob breaks apart and falls into the sidewalk, and then another part comes out, and then another part, and then where does it end? It dies
Street
on
sweeper
star, on her own star on the street. Because that's what it was all about. It's just to have that star in Hollywood.
It gets vacuumed up by the cleaner. Fucking hell.
This one here is interesting.
Okay.
One of Margaret Qualley's favorite movies is The Parent Trap, 1998, which starred Charles Quaid, who briefly dated her mother, Andie MacDowell. So I guess that's why, they didn't get to see him, do too much with her.
Maybe. Yeah. It's
that had to be weird.
Yeah.
And this one here.
Yeah, that's weird.
See, some of these shots is like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he's pulling the Is it a turkey leg or a chicken
Yeah,
leg?
I don't. It was a turkey or I don't know. It looked
Chicken.
big.
Big.
Yeah, it looks big. Yeah.
Makes it
I
more
thought it was just going to be
exciting.
the arse cheek muscle.
Yeah, yeah. Well, then nobody else saw it. It's like, so to me, I just felt like he's trying to say she was like charmed because everybody else was underneath this spell whenever she was around. So it didn't matter what she looked like, she could, but people were just in love and just, fawning over her like a spell.
I did like how they were like, somebody's seen something on camera too. Bring it up on the big screen, and it's just her arse, and they were like, right, like slow it down. And
Yeah. You see how everyone gathers around one
yeah,
frame. At a
bring
time.
it back, bring it like it passed that arse, and then it was like, bring it back, back to arse.
But
That was funny. Listen, guys, I thought the film, compared to some of the other stuff that we've seen, I understand where they said, okay, let's put this one up. I could see their peers picking this.
yeah,
I
I think
this thing is gonna win. I hate to tell you, it's gonna win because look at what else is out there.
It's gonna
There
win.
are a couple other ones, but
It's Oscar bait. It's 100% Oscar bait.
What's it nominated in?
for the
Best
Golden
act-
Globe,
no, it'd be the Oscars.
Oscars.
Demi
Yeah,
Moore.
Golden Globes are
definitely
over.
is.
She
No, like,
Demi
what-
won a
like,
Golden
what
Globe.
category?
yeah, she
role.
won the Golden
Hold
Globe
on.
for this, I'm sorry.
Best actress for Demi, and
Oh, definitely.
there's some special effects and some makeup.
Well, maybe special effects it might, but who's Demi Moore in with?
Gosh, I don't know the rest of the nominees. We
So,
could probably Google
Picture
it.
of the year.
Yeah, Demi Moore, the director. Again, this is all of those flashy shit that it was doing all the time. That's people are going to be like, that's great. Picture of the year, screenplay, original.
Yeah.
Again, great until that fucking.
But they took a lot of this from that's like what I have up here now. The director has cited David Cromley's The Fly as an influence on this film, which it does because a lot of what we saw there, with that fingernail
coming apart. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
all of that was
100%.
from The Fly.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, no, I mean it's up for Best Picture and Best Actress for an Academy Award.
I won't be
So, I mean-
surprised if Demi wins. I really won't.
She will.
Yeah,
Her
she will
being
win.
naked
I mean,
in
'cause-
this.
Yeah,
Best
at
thing-
her age,
Hollywood will
at
say
60, you gotta remember she's going to be
100%.
60.
100%.
Hey,
Yeah, so I mean, for the Best Picture, you have Amelia Perez,
right.
A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Nickel Boys, I'm Still Here, The Substance, Dune Part 2, Wicked,
Oh no.
Honora, and The Brutalist.
Well, no, this
Wicked
isn't going to.
Wicked's winning that one.
No, it's not winning. She's not winning. Not against Dune and what was
Wicked.
that? Wicked.
Uh,
But why did all these movies-
Honestly, the Golden Globes love this Amelia Perez, so I would not be shocked if that didn't win.
Right.
I agree.
I guess in order to get
But
to
there's some.
get a movie nominated nowadays, I guess the movie has to be over 2 hours.
Yeah, it has to be artsy for sure.
Yeah, it has to be because every one of those movies is a long movie.
That Amelia Perez actress, Carla, whatever, Gascon, in the last 2 days, she's had to delete her Twitter account because she had a whole bunch of racist shit
Right.
posted. So that's not going to help her odds.
No.
Well, I do think I watched Honora.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay. I mean, I give it a 5. Wasn't horrible, but still
5 out of 5 or
It
5 out of 10?
5 out of
wasn't-
10. Like I give
Wasn't
it a 5.
anything I'd recommend.
No, I was like, man,
Yeah,
whatever. I mean, Wicked was good. But I had seen the play, so I'd seen the musical live. So when I saw this, I enjoyed it. But leading, no. I think Demi will win it. I think that they're going to say with her doing this role, the makeup job that she had to do, and then also just being naked and think about it. How often were they like in that bathroom all white? Just boom. The one's laying on the ground, one standing
up. That was the ugliest bathroom. Holy shit. I've been in gas stations with nicer bathrooms than that.
The only thing I liked in this movie was the two songs they played. One was by Etta James, and the other one was the theme song from the movie 2001. That's the only thing I liked in the movie.
I can't say that I could recommend it to a lot of people, but there are people I have recommended this to, but I always give the caveat. Hey, that last 20 minutes, you may want to turn it off because it gets stupid. Always. Because to me, it was good until then. Because I think she should have just got one of them should have killed the other, or both of them were going to die because
would have been a good movie.
And it ended it because the whole thing of think about it being two people and now each person wants to live that life, but they only got because remember that old man says, you know, has he taken away all the life and it's always about him because he was that pretty looking dude, that doctor or nurse. So
they introduced her to the substance.
Yeah, because remember he had like a number was 203 or something. And she was 503.
503.
Yeah.
So I can see why it's fun. I can't say Blue was kind of but I'm glad we had the conversation. All right, so hey, we want to go ahead and do our votes, or what do you get? Anybody? I don't know. Did you talk?
Oh yeah, that's all.
Okay.
I'm ready for votes.
Ready for them votes. All right. So we get over to this screen for me. All right. So we'll go through the panel's going to give their player pass, what their opinion is for this movie. You guys over in the side chat post what you think, play or pass. So play means you would recommend this movie. Pass is that you would not recommend it. It's a piece of shit. So all right. Andrew, play or pass for the movie The Substance?
Oh, it was a big shower of shit. It's a pass.
I'll pass. All right. Mr. DeBeach, this Oscar
giant steaming pile of dog shit pass.
It's nominated for.
I don't give a shit.
All right. Eddie, what do you think about The Substance? Play or pass for this?
Okay, if there's any kids watching, it's a big pile of doo-doo.
So a pass there. Okay.
Yeah, pass.
All right. So that's 3.
Roger.
Play or pass for this great.
If I could, cut this movie down to 2 act, it would be a play, but with 3 act, it is a pass for me because it's just too freaking stupid at the end.
Wow.
Aubin, play or pass for this, my man. Come on.
It's a play for me. Why I listen. What this woman had to do, and to make this movie, I have to give it to her. At 60, okay.
60.
60. Yeah, 60. She don't look no 60.
Most of the parts on her are only about 20, though.
I had to give it to her. I liked the story. What they were doing. It's a shame that the writer just couldn't figure out how to end it. How to not even just end it, but to say, okay, I'm trying to pit these 2 women against each other, and not find a way to do it. I don't care.
Well, can I just?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, can I just interrupt there? I was thinking during the whole thing, could they not leave notes for each other for when the other one wakes up and stuff?
Yes.
There was none of that.
Like I lost my damn finger.
Food everywhere. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's just sitting eating food all the time. Oh yeah, she's just going out partying all the time. I've got a great idea. Let's turn them into a big blob and make the head explode.
I couldn't understand why couldn't why couldn't Demi take out from that girl like she was doing to Demi?
Yeah.
You know, I can't understand that.
Yeah.
Why did she not realize that that's what was going on? You know, seeing all those empty containers.
Mhm.
Well, I mean that's another thing that bugged the shit out of me. Okay, first of all, you get this pack. There are basically no instructions.
I know.
Okay?
I know.
No instructions how to do anything. Okay, so then Demi figures out how to do it. The clone comes out. Okay, so the clone all of a sudden knows how to do everything. Where
And suture.
just
He
being
didn't
born.
see, but didn't even see the directions.
No.
Thank you.
But
You-
who taught the clone how to put in sutures?
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
Maybe
I
Demi
mean,
knew because she had she had knowledge from Demi because she knew that guy. She
Right.
knew who Jimmy was, so they kind of somewhat.
It's the same
the
person.
clone
I
was-
Yeah,
understand
they
that.
didn't
but
they didn't explain
They
all that
explain it right.
once again.
They went through
Yeah.
they went through that box too quick.
Yeah, if
the
they
directions.
would have said that it's basically the clone would basically have Demi's memories and all that and everything, then yeah, I could understand it. But I looked at being born like a new baby, you know, all of a sudden the clone comes out and has to figure all this shit out with zero instructions,
Right.
you know. So that's
You guys are haters. Haters
No,
on
but if
pure art.
if they would have gotten
Pure
the story right, it really would have been good. But like
Could
I
have been
said,
good.
I still like
Miss-
what they did.
Mr. Pure Art. Somebody paid $6 million for a fucking banana duct tape, you know.
true.
Fucking
That's right.
paper.
Not that
So
I would
that's
do it.
pure art. Yeah,
I'm
pure
not saying
art.
but
And
I
they
can
changed
say-
that, but they changed that banana every
A few-
couple of days.
Yeah.
No, well,
Was
the
it
guy
every
who bought
day?
it for $6 million took the banana and ate it.
Yeah.
True.
But they
Yeah,
keep replacing the banana.
Yeah, but it was the same piece of tape.
Yeah.
It just
But
like
you
I
know
said,
what? This movie again,
Oh, God, here we
it's set up now. There are aspects of that flashing back and forth that I didn't like. There were aspects at times, but hey, we want to see something different. Hey, here's different, right here, different. So all right, so
Okay.
you had
I'm
to
gonna
play,
play.
right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, and of
Oh,
course, as
God.
you might be able to tell, I liked it, and obviously, people that do voting because it's all nominated up. So, hey,
You two are weird.
So I'm looking at our vote. Our vote is 50-50. But
know?
that's
Oh, I'll
because
vote.
I was telling people to make sure that all those passes were coming up. I was just encouraging them to go over to player pass and so I could
Well,
swing this
I don't-
vote so it's a pass.
I don't think Mike voted in Telegram, right?
Yep, so that would count as a pass.
And with Lady Guinevere, I don't think
yeah.
I don't think they voted in Telegram. So to me, if it's a tied vote, and then we get
No, don't
wait,
go that way. It don't work that way.
wait, you got to call it a tie?
I'm not going to call it a tie. I'm going to call it a play.
No,
That's-
You,
Bobby,
you're not.
That
look
is-
at- you
Hold on.
look
Wait,
at the
wait a
Telegram-
minute. Wait a minute.
Telegram
Wait
group.
1
It
second.
is tied.
If it's a tie, if it's a tie,
Telegram, it is a tie.
if it's a tie, then out of the people on this panel, there's more passes than there is players, so it should
So
be
it's
a
a
pass.
pass. Yeah, right.
Now,
But
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the Telegram room, that's where everyone votes. They have one vote.
Yeah.
And right now, it is
It's a tie.
59%. No, it's not.
It's
Well, you-
50-50.
It's 50-50. I just looked at it.
Hold on. Let me.
It's
it's
50-50.
50-50.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay,
changed.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
it's-
agree.
Somebody, for for the
I'm
love of
with
God.
Andrew's
I'm with
premise.
Andrew on this.
Okay,
I
The
am with Andrew
majority
on this.
and
I see it now. Okay, it's a tie.
tiebreakers.
It's a tie. Yeah.
I-
Yes.
It's so it's a tie, but we do have 4 of the
9
6.
votes.
So I give it that.
No, you can't go by that. It's a tie.
Right, somebody in the chat, please get in the Telegram group and pass on
Yeah.
this crap.
Play it. Someone play it.
I already played.
Do you know what I don't get?
Hold on. Honey,
She's tiebreaker.
Blue,
go on
if you give it a
Telegram
pass, I'll
and
let you
vote
beat me in
player
trivia
pass
crack.
on substance because it has a tie, and vote honestly for you. Did you? All right. Well, look.
She already voted.
All right.
Oh man.
Hey, I told her.
Well, do you know what I don't understand? What I don't understand is, Auburn, you said play, and then we talked about it a little bit, and we talked about even more plot holes than what we hadn't talked about before, and then you still said play.
I'm still gonna call it a play. You know why? Because when I look at the cast,
just be on.
I look at Demi Moore and I say, you know what? She's got balls.
All right. Well, she's already voted. So sorry.
God damn it.
Hold on, wait a second.
I don't know which way she'd
Hold on
win.
one second.
Where's
I got
Nucky?
somebody
Where's Nucky?
in the player pass telegram
Nucky,
who just joined, and I'm
walked out of
telling
the
them where to
movie.
click the pass. Okay.
All right.
So
I'm
now
fine. However we decide this out, I am completely fine with
It's a tie.
however.
It's a
Huh?
tie.
We don't
It's
do
a tie.
ties here. We don't do ties.
Yeah, you do. You know
Todd,
why? You want to
Todd,
know
I think
why?
you should reevaluate your decision and change it.
No, listen. The reason why we'll do a tie is because if you go to the pop
So we're giving
vote
out
room,
we're giving out participation trophies now. Everybody gets a trophy.
no, we're not. No, we're not. That's why. If you go to the pop votes room, you'll see all of the movies that we voted on. Some people go in there and they vote, and you'll be able to go in there and you can say, you know, someone can come a week later and say that they watched the movie.
I cannot have this VOD go down in history as this being a tie by the end of this movie. This stream has to end with this being a pass.
The vote is if it ends at the time of the end of the show. If it's in a tie, we go by the majority panel decision.
No majority panel.
Okay, well, you just been overruled because 4 of us said yes against your. Well, 5 of us said yes against your 1. I mean, hit the pass.
Yeah,
it's a play. It's a tie. It's a tie right now.
Nucky, go change your damn duck. Hold on, wait a second, Nucky. Go change your vote to pass right now, or I will never let you in trivia crack again.
Yeah, you don't have to do that, Nucky. I can't believe she liked that movie.
Look, she voted already.
You can change your vote. You can change your vote.
I love you, Nookie. Thank you.
Look at Jim. Jim says the panel should be the tiebreaker. I have to agree. I have to agree. I think I want to. I have to.
No, we
need to be able
voted.
to. I know we have.
It's
so we're
all
even. Nobody's above the others.
Use your El Supremo powers.
So I just think I do. I think a tie doesn't work, and we have 4 people on the panel that agree with not liking the movie. It's only us 2, so we all have a vote. We've all voted, but this is where it's kind of like a clean slate. And
nope,
4-2. Hold on a second.
User.
All right, I'm just gonna do. I did the graphic. Now we know that Auburn is the record keeper, so it will. It technically will be as it won't be a loss.
But listen, by the time the end of the show is here, someone can go and vote. You remember I posted that one to you guys about that other movie. Someone else finally came in, they watched it, and they voted. Yeah. That's the way it should be. You can look back at all of the movies.
But the thing is votes couldn't for the show. We have to have a decision. Got to have a decision on the show. Now, again,
hold on 1 second. All right,
it's past now.
Go look in the player pass vote now.
Go
look at the vote.
It's a pass now.
There you
Yeah.
go.
There,
So there, it is a pass, an official pass.
And actually, it's actual disgrace that it's just by one vote that it's a
Right.
pass.
That is
Like,
weird.
you
you
9
guys
people
don't
that
have
voted
culture.
play.
You don't have you gotta have culture to understand.
Nah,
You
there's
don't
some
understand
wind up.
this
There's a
culture.
bunch of wind up merchants in that chat.
Oh, and somebody just went and changed it to fucking 50-50 again.
Yes.
Somebody's dicking around with their vote in
Hey,
there because
yeah, we had 19.
yeah,
Now there's 18.
that's I see because I see 18.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I see
All right,
18.
all right.
18.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so
okay.
somebody is in there playing
Okay.
around changing
Yeah.
their vote.
Thank
All right,
you.
hey,
Thank
all
you.
right. So,
He did the play.
all right, so we only got 8 minutes. We gotta get off here because
Okay, yeah.
what's on tonight or what's on this weekend? So
Yeah, hold on.
We're
I'm
watching.
getting back to that.
Okay.
Give me a second. Okay. Let me close this. Scroll.
All right, now there are 19 votes in there, and it is a pass.
Okay, guess that's what it
Hey.
is.
Yeah. Okay.
this will have to all be discussed in our team meeting.
Yes.
No, it's a pass
Okay.
because you already went and ran the graphic there.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, is that
tonight-
tomorrow, Jim? I'm
Not the
looking forward to
official
that.
vote total.
All right, guys. Tonight we got Tough Man starting in 9 minutes.
Yep.
Tonight and tomorrow is Tough Man. We're going to be watching it in big screen. So as soon as we get out of here, we're all jumping in there to watch the fights.
Yep.
If you have any way to watch
Pay-per-views. Yeah.
you need to watch this. It is, it's better watching it with friends. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
us just telling you, you got to watch this boxing. You're not going to get it. You get it watching it with us and the commentators that are there on that show.
Yeah. Well, the commentators, these guys try to be pretty serious. If we were watching the redneck brawls,
well,
they tend to be
redneck brawls.
more chatty.
They
Yeah.
do come out with one, but hey,
Yeah.
at least we get shout out on
Yeah.
television.
Yeah.
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 You get shout outs.
So
Okay. And for tomorrow, it's we have UFC night, but it's going to
In the
be
morning.
early in the morning. Yeah, 12. Well, actually 9 a.m. for the prelims, and the main card is at 12 p.m. at 12 noon.
So 9 a.m. on the East
Yeah.
Coast, 6 a.m. on the West.
Yeah.
Means I'm not
Yeah,
watching the prelims.
Right. Okay, so we got that. I think that there's a bare knuckle tonight. I didn't check.
There was one last week. I don't know if there's one
Yeah.
tonight or not.
No,
Yeah, it was a
might
big
not
one
be.
last week.
Yeah,
That
it
was
a-
probably
good.
one of the
that
best
was
bare
one of the
knuckles
best bare
It was
knuckles.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
almost
great.
all
It
knockouts.
really was.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was this guys.
really
It
good.
was so
It was
February
good.
1, so that's tomorrow.
So-
And
Oh,
you got
okay.
the
So
Connor
there.
active.
What time is that one? And where is it?
It'll be about this time
Mohegan
because
Sun.
it's 23
Okay.
hours away.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's Mohegan Sun. And
Oh, Jake Shields. Or not
Connecticut.
Jake Shields.
That's but this is on the 8th.
that's on the 8th. You have to go back to. Okay, so I guess we'll have that on tomorrow also.
Already streaming.
All right, for me to mention, come on, get over there. Yes. Oh man. All right. Well, I'll skip by that. So this weekend, I believe it's Sunday. They're going. I think it's Sunday at 8 p.m. They're going to be racing at Bowen Gray, which is like one of the original NASCAR tracks of NASCAR.
Where is that?
It's in North Carolina. It was
Okay.
like one of the original tracks. They closed it a long time ago or made it to where it was just like amateurs would race on it. But they
Yeah.
fixed it up. Now NASCAR guys are going
Okay.
out there, so it's going to be quarter mile. Kind of a unique thing. It's kicking off. NASCAR really starts next week, but I don't know.
Okay.
Something to watch if you're a redneck like
Yeah.
me.
Uh-huh. You're not a redneck anymore. You're a frozen neck.
Old neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
UNC versus Duke on Saturday. Basketball.
Okay.
Greatest rivalry in all of college basketball. All right, so that's all I got.
Okay. I don't have much more. I'm pretty much. I don't know, Todd. No, I guess we said we weren't gonna do that one, the on box thing, but otherwise we got everything else.
Yeah, that's not a big deal. I'm gonna do some tinkering with that.
Yeah, tinkering with that.
All right. So thanks to everyone. Anyone else? Anyone on the panel have anything to say because we got to go? Because
Nope.
No, I'm gonna watch Traitors tomorrow. I've worked with so many people and who talk to us about it all the time.
that TV show.
You guys talk to us about it.
It's fun.
My partner talks to us about it. My brother's been talking to us about it tonight, so I'm gonna have to watch it on her and see what.
What
If
TV
you would-
show?
What are you gonna watch?
Traitors.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Traders.
There's a UK version, right?
Yeah, there's
Yep.
two.
Yeah.
I watched the
UK,
American right now. Just
There's
started.
Squid Game.
Canada.
Squid Game season 3's come back in a couple of months. I'll be watching that.
Definitely. All right, so hey, let's go. You guys, let's go watch some Tough Man and hang out with us. Thanks you guys watching, and streaming matters to us, so streaming matters to you. We'll see you on the
Curtains falling on the screen. Hope you laughed and learned a bit. Had some fun and skipped routine. Time to close this crazy ship. Thanks for tuning in, my friends. But it's time to say goodbye. Through the streams and download set. But now it's time for us to fly. Information, picked up tips and tricks to enjoy. But now we leave this online station. It's time to pack up every toy. Thanks for tuning in, my friends. But it's time for us to fly. Through the streams and download set, you can kiss my ass goodbye.